Hey everybody, it's Julie. Thanks for joining me today. We are using the March Faith Art Box from Creative Retreat Kits, and this one's titled Living Water. It is written by Jen Coram, who is on our design team. And look at the devotional here. It's got some great questions and some great verses. You could really make it an in-depth study and get lots of entries out of it for the month, or you could just, just study it and do 1 or 2 entries. It's really up to you what you get out of it. But it's got this great pattern on the back, so make sure that you use that devotional backing for cards, for tip-ins, for tabs. So here's the stamp set that goes along with it. It's got images like this well and a pitcher and some water droplets that you could do some 2-step stamping, some words that say living water, well, quench, thirst, things like that. And let's see, here's the decor sheet, and it's got these wonderful colors in it, blues and pinks and greens, very fresh look. It's got some title stickers. It's got some wordfetti stickers, of course the hearts. It's got the words like Jesus, forever spiritual, thirst, quench, living water. It's got the labels. And then look at these alphas. They're in the shape of water drops. How cute is that? And then these colors too. I love this teal color. There are so many of them, all those vowels. It's got numbers and symbols. There are 100 of those stickers. So that is the kit. And then there's also the bow clips are back this month. And we get this black leather. It's a faux leather clip. And then this one that matches the back of the devotional. So that's why you really want to make sure that you use the back of the devotional card. Okay, that's the kit. Let's do a project together now. I'm here in John chapter 4 where Jesus meets the Samaritan woman at the well, and I'm going to make a blue water spot, a big water spot down in the bottom right hand corner of my page. I'm working in my Illustrating Bible from Dayspring, which is no longer available, but I think one might be coming out in the future, but this one has big 4-inch margins. You can do this in an interleaf Bible. You can do this in a traveler's notebook. You can just make it smaller scale in a regular Bible. So that's fine. So I'm using some Distress Oxides here, and I'm using 3 different colors. And here's my process. I first blend some directly onto the page with my blending tool, and then I stamp the color, the ink, onto some clear packaging. And I pick up that ink with a wet paintbrush, and then I kind of splotch that on to the color, and then I smush it, and then I splatter it a little bit, and then I go back at it again. So it's doing several step process, but this helps to really get a depth of color and the effect when you add water to the Distress Oxides. It just has a wonderful marbled, deep depth look. That was redundant. A deep look, a very rich look to it. So I do dab up some of it with my paper towel. And I'm using 3 different colors here: tumbled glass, broken china, and then stormy sky. And I am drying in between layers, but I'm editing out a lot of that just to save some time. But by drying in between, it allows me to build layer upon layer of color. Now I'm coming in, I wanted to add a little bit of green, kind of a teal green to it to add some depth and richness, kind of like water is. I don't want too much, so I'm coming in. This is Jane Davenport, the Brights palette, and it's this teal color. And I dab up a lot of it, and then I dry that. You can see there's a little bit of bleed through on the other side, but not much. But that green just added a little bit of a nice tone to it. So there's my blue water area at the bottom. It's a little bit more vibrant. I was thinking of going lighter, but it went and it worked. So I'm just going with it. Okay, so now I'm going to do some stamping, and I'm using the images from the stamp set from the kit. And I'm going to use the well image and the one that says living water and then the one that says well. And that's pretty much all that I had planned. I wasn't sure what else I was going to do. So you see me inking it, rubbing it on my hand first. This is the first time I'm using these stamps. So I rub it on my hand first, and you'll also see me, like right now, I'm stamping onto some white paper first. And that just helps to make sure that I get a good impression. So I just have a piece of scratch paper nearby so that I can do that. I'm using the Creative Retreat Black Licorice ink pad. It's a pigment ink pad. And I do have that linked in the description box, as well as all the products that I've used, so you can check them out. So I'm going to just continue working on my project here, and you can watch that. But I wanted to talk about the passage some here in chapter 4 of John, verses 13 and 14. It says, Jesus said, "Everyone who drinks from this water will get thirsty again, but whoever drinks from the water that I will give him will never get thirsty again. In fact, the water I will give him will become a well of water springing up in him for eternal life." So Jesus offers us living water. It's living water that nothing this world offers can quench our thirst. But living water offered from Jesus quenches our thirst. You know, our bodies need water. And when we become thirsty, we often will go to coffee or tea or soda or juice or even alcohol or other things to try to satisfy that thirst. But only water truly satisfies that thirst and hydrates us and quenches that thirst. And God made us spiritually thirsty for Him, for His living water. And nothing that this world offers can quench the thirst that is within us, that is thirsting for the living water that God offers us. And it's amazing because when we drink from that living water, it says here that this living water, we won't get thirsty again when we drink from it. But in fact, we will become a well of water springing up for eternal life. When we drink this water, it actually becomes a well within us that we can offer this living water to others. We can share the good news with others. That's a wonderful promise. That's a wonderful thing that He can use us. But we have to drink from this water daily. It's not drink it once and it's done. It's we won't thirst again because we are drinking from this water daily, this living water. But we have to keep coming to Him to drink from this water daily, to grow in our relationship with Him, so that that well within us of the wellspring can flow from us and reach other people. So drink daily from this well. So on screen here, I chose to use last month's alpha stickers because they were white, and I wanted to keep that theme, that color scheme going with this entry. And so I'm inking the edges with my edger, with my blending tool, just still some of the ink that I had already on the blending tool. And I'm placing those stickers down in kind of a curved, almost like a semicircle fashion. And now I'm going to stamp using the little words that say "at the." So it says, "Drink at the well of pure living water." So my challenge, my takeaway from this study was that I need to drink at the well of pure living water. Now I've got this empty space there to the left of living water. I tried to fill it with some of the water droplet stamps, but I didn't use a dark enough ink pad. I didn't want to use black. So I am doing some black splatter painting right here just to kind of finish up the entry. But I'm going to come in now, and I'm going to use either a word fetty or another title sticker. So I used the spiritual one, but that was too small. And this spiritual title sticker is too big because the water that we drink from this well, it's spiritual. So then I pulled the one that said forever, because it is water of eternal life, so I thought forever would work. And it was a little bit smaller, so I edged that. So now my title says, Drink at the Well of Pure Forever Living Water. So that was perfect. That was exactly what I wanted it to say. So I'm outlining my letters, outlining my my stickers, and underlining my verse. I'm going to date stamp. I'm going to come in and add this tile, this coin sticker that says Living Water, and I edge the outside of it with some black. And I'm going to use my bow clippy that has the black faux leather, and I'm actually just using that sticker directly on the clip, and it just sticks perfectly. So I'm trying to get rid of some of the adhesive on the side of it so it doesn't get dirty, although I don't know that it's very necessary. So I use my EK Success powder tool. Now I'm going to come in though with some washi tape and put that at the top and bottom. And I'm going to do my journaling off screen. So, but what I do is I quote some of the lines from the devotional where it says Jesus offers cleansing, renewing, redemptive water, and it's the only thing that will quench my thirst. The water that this world offers is only temporary. Help me, Jesus, to drink daily from this well that you offer so that I will never thirst again. So make sure to check the description box for the links to this month's Faith Art Box, as well as all the other products that I've used. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if it inspired you. Leave any comments or questions that you have in the comment section, and I'll be sure to check those. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Until next time, thanks so much, and God bless. Bye-bye.